everybody, and welcome to Let's Play RimWorld! As many of you might be aware, I just did my first impressions on this video yesterday? If all goes according to plan, this video will go up the day after that first impressions video. But I've had a heck of a lot of fun with this one, and been really excited about it for a while, so I was eager to start a series on this once it came out. Good friend of the channel, Tentacle Fan out there, he actually linked me to this and recommended it, so thanks to him, this is here. It's quite an honor, or something like that. Let's go ahead and jump into things before I start rambling. So, of course, as I said before, we have these 4 game modes, but I think at least for the first one, maybe even the first few, we're just gonna stick with Cassandra Classic, stick with the smallest map, because I'm not all that experienced, so it's good to keep things simple, I suppose, and let's check all of our people really quick. It's nice to have a well-rounded person, someone who's well-rounded in everything, especially social abilities. Let's see, we have a growing. I don't want 2 growing people. This person has, like, no social skills whatsoever. That's kind of funny. So let's randomize this dude. Try to get a minor, shooting melee and social. That's interesting. Let's actually keep these 2 then, and rework this lady, try to get a good minor. I don't need any more shooting people. I just want mining. There we go. How is research, actually? That's something I should have looked at as well. You know what, I don't really care. I like this fine enough to get started, so let's jump into this whole thing. Generating world! So, I've actually played quite a bit of this outside of recording, so far. The 3 of you awake in your long sleep, sarcophagi, and to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. A few hours later, you land on this unknown RimWorld. As pieces of shredded starship fall around you, you start making plans to survive. As is last time, and every time you play this game, just landing down as usual. So let's see. Let's pause at first and get a kind of feeling for our boundaries. I did not know you could zoom out this far. That's pretty cool. So we've got some, what are they called in this game? Muffalo. Down there. Nice little kind of open area right there. So it would appear that most raider attacks in the future are gonna come from, like, everywhere except for the right and maybe even top to some degree, unless they came from that area. So I think we're going to want to build our home, let's see, like right here and into the mountain, because one thing that I struggled with before in a previous time that I've played is kind of finding a lack of room, and I would just like to have one, like, focused area to structure all my defenses. So I think it would be a good idea to, like, get a defensive line going around like this, maybe make this our beginning farm area, and any of our living space or prisons can actually be, like, within this mountainside. I think that might be a good idea. Not 100% sure. But of course I'm still getting used to this whole thing. So let's check our overview as well. Obviously this lady's going to be the warden and all that. Who is a really good firefighter? Looks like this person's not all that good. We'll have... must be Holloway, I think, since he's got a lot of abilities that he's not very good at. Man! Fowler has some very specific tasks that he's gonna be good at. Won't even do any of that work. That's a little unexpected, but, you know. So let's see. Yeah, most other stuff will be pretty easy, though. We'll take off mining for her. They could both work on repairing and construction. Everyone, I like to have somewhat skilled at firearms. That might not be smart, but that's how I like to handle things at this point. Growing, let's see. Hauling is really important, so we actually get stuff moved around. I like to have one person in the later game focused on hauling, so no one else has to worry about that, but I think we're fine with that the way it is right now. Who... Holloway. Holloway is the person who I'm gonna have pick up the gun here, so you... go ahead and equip that, my good sir! we can pretty much ignore all the alerts for the most part here. And let's get started on building our resources. We've got a little nice mining surplus right here, which will be very good for us to mine all this out and get some additional metal. Metal is definitely a somewhat frustrating resource in regards to how limited it is. Because we could run out of that stuff pretty easily, but we could also, as long as we have a source to mine from, we could also get a lot of it pretty easily as well. And at the beginning, there's usually some scraps scattered around the entire map. So let's see. Oh, also, obviously, our first priority will be working on building our energy surplus. So let's see. I usually like to keep the food generator near the storage, so people can just grab the food from there and bring it right to the thing. So let's plan on putting our solar power right out here. I think that'll be a good idea. And we can put this thing right here. Should be right next to it. Yeah, might as well put that there, and then we could get a couple batteries going. Nah, four will be good for starters. We don't need to. I mean, 2 of them will be good for starters, not 4. It's pretty much the opposite of what I was talking about. And this might not be a wise idea, but I'd kind of like to build the structure of the wall, the actual wall of the house, before I start building the solar panels, just so I can get a good sense of how all this is gonna look in the future. Get 2 of those, maybe even 3. Yeah, let's just get 3 while we have the resources. And of course, we also need to put down the power conduits to line everything up. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, that'll be an awesome start for us. We should also probably put a door somewhere here so people can get back and forth. Let's put it right there. Let's also fast forward things so we don't need to worry about that. One thing that I should probably get better at is putting down my door plans before they actually build the walls, just because I believe that's a very small waste of resources, but a waste of resources nonetheless. Maybe I should have someone specifically working on hauling and hauling alone. Because my big annoyance in regards to hauling is more often than not you'll get resources lying around, just sitting all over the place and not really have anyone picking them up or doing anything. Obviously, that's the really nice thing about... Hey, is that rat eating the food? That rat ate the food! I hate bomb rats. Bomb rats are one of the most frustrating things I've come up against in this game. They're a real pain. Okay, but Holloway is picking up all the stuff. And we got our solar power going. So, things are looking pretty fine right now. Gardens! I want to build gardens. Almost forgot about that. Gardens are definitely in the area supply. And it looks like we could build a nice number of them. Thing I need to concern myself with, though, is that these are going to be outside. So maybe... I need to think about this, because I was going to put a roof over this whole section and have the gardens going right here. Let's put the gardens a little bit farther down. They'll have to go for a little bit of a walk, but I think that should be perfectly fine. There won't be any need to worry about that. Sell you. I didn't want to put quite there. That seems like a good enough spot for me. Honestly, that might actually be exactly where I just put it the first time, but I don't really care. And there we go. I like to build 4 of these at the beginning. I don't know if that's good or not. Why don't I stop eating stuff, Mr. Bomb Rat? Bomb rats are really annoying because they'll just eat food that's sitting around, but what's worse about them is they'll, if they go crazy and start trying to attack people, they actually explode after you kill them, hence the name Bomb Rat. So they can really destroy some of your stuff and even worse, create fires, which is a real annoyance in this game. Oh, I was worried about that. Since it started raining, our battery is short-circuited, which means people are going to need to repair that. We'll need to build a roof before too long. Did it short-circuit again? That's funny. Short-circuited twice. Let's see, honestly, we might as well get started on building this, building the remainder of our main starting structure, so we hopefully won't need to worry about fires in the near future. Only problem with how it's set up right now, is that's going to require a lot of supports to get the roof built. But I think we could actually just separate that into individual rooms so people can live in those and be happy without, getting irritated with each other and stuff like that. Do we have enough for all that? No, we don't. People need to pick up all this stuff. Here, let's, go into the overview and temporarily... I really wish, Fowler could just have hauling as well. Because I'd be perfectly fine with, having her do all that stuff if she could just haul as well, because I need people to pick up all these damn resources. Let's see. Because we literally have 0 metal right now. Okay, let's see. Who's just standing up there? It's Fowler. Fowler's the one who can't frickin' lift things. No wonder. So we're gonna get rid of, go away, you. We're gonna get rid of all of these, because now this, whichever one it is should go straight to, what's that hallway? I don't know, whoever it is should, oh, once they get some rest, they should go straight to picking up the resources this next day. They're all probably not gonna be very happy with me. Oh, no, thoughts. Yeah, all that stuff is gonna go down, probably because they're, sleeping out in the middle of the open area. They'd be happy if they had their own rooms, and if they actually had rooms to sleep in. But obviously, it's, we're at a point right now where we can't quite do that. At least they have some lovely cactuses to sleep by. I mean, there is a lot of fog, though, so this has got to be, like, a really wet, damp, place to sleep in, which obviously would be very irritating. We also still have all this food up here. So once... Yeah, I know we've got low metal game. Once we get to a certain point in this, I believe we should start getting, like, drop-offs, from our starship. Oh! Yeah, I know that already, game. I'll have to turn off those settings eventually, but right now I don't want to... thank you, Holloway. Right now I don't want to, mainly because, what am I saying? Actually, whoa. Really quickly, let's swap that to a door, so we won't waste resources, and put a door right here as well. I think our junkyard little spot can stay out in the open. That doesn't need to be covered up by anything. What was I just saying? I honestly forgot. The store doesn't have power right now, but that's just because it's not connected to these things over here. And despite all the fog, we're still getting a pretty good, source of energy. Like, the solar beams are hitting down quite nicely. But, I think I was saying, before too long we should get, like, drop-offs from from our starship that was destroyed. It'll just be, like, random supplies of items that'll start falling from the sky. Holloway! You actually probably can forget about picking stuff up right now, unless... I'd like him to pick up those right there. Get a couple more metal, even though our supply is okay right now. Let's see. We honestly might want to start building rooms for our people. Ah, ha ha ha! They've got somewhat of a roof. What's all this? You weren't able to complete... Oh, okay, yeah. I get that. We've also got this angry bomb rat chilling in here. Well, it's not necessarily angry, but I don't like him. I don't trust him. You never trust a bomb rat. So let's see. Why don't we... might be a rather small room. Yeah, I know, information in the codex. Might be a rather small room, but we might as well make a room right here. Maybe that will be a future prison cell. Can we move this thing? I believe we can't, unfortunately. So let's see. We'll, oh no, I'm just clicking the wrong stuff. Let's go ahead and put a door right here and a door right there. And then we'll just make a small room right here. And this will turn into a future prison cell, I think. Is that just talking about the roof still? Yeah, that's fine. I don't care about you. Yeah, 2 messages about the roof. They'll all be sleeping in this room, which will be pretty cramped. We are getting messages about the roof like crazy. I just want to double check these to make sure they are all talking about the roof. Yeah, I figured as much. Okay. So let's see. We should also light up this room because this room is going to be dark as hell. So, I don't really like the sun lamps so far. You guys will have to tell me if those are good or not, anyone who is, knowledgeable about this game. But I don't like them because they just make it too bright, in my opinion. So let's see, Holloway, you could go back to doing all your gardening work, and construction as well, since I want more than one person doing construction work. Oh, shoot, I want to move some of those beds before people start sleeping, but... you know, that's fine. So this will be a prison room right here. I might put, like, a table and sitting area just right here, because there isn't too much else to put there. And then on this side, we could start getting rooms developed. Maybe we'll make this top lineup prison cells. I kind of like that, actually. Maybe this should be a research room. Let me see. How big is the research bench? Oh my god, that's perfect. If we, was that lamp built? No, it's just a blueprint. Okay. We're going to start up time again. This will be our research room instead then. We'll put that right there. This room is very cramped right now because of all this. But then we'll make a lineup of prison cells up here, and people can have their individual rooms on the bottom side. It'll be kind of weird, people living on the opposite side of a prison area, but, you know, they'll be fine. They'll just have to deal with it, I suppose. Let's move these beds first off, so we can at least have one person happy with their living situation. Sell you, sell you. Luckily, I believe, these beds are completely free? Yeah, apparently. Let's see. And their effectiveness is only 8 out of 10, though. Well, this one is 10 out of 10. So obviously there are benefits to the other one. And sell you. And then let's just get a plain bed in here so someone can sleep in there whenever they're not doing research and be happy with themselves. I also should probably start putting flooring in. I don't think the flooring does anything besides make things look nice, although the metal tiling does cost a little bit of metal. But I know eventually you make carpets, and carpets actually make people very happy. So that's something interesting. Let's also go ahead and put 2 in the doorway. I don't like having little door panel things right there. I'm not sure if you can make beds specifically for people. I've tried to mess around with that before, but it seems like people choose their living space on their own. Which whether or not that's good or bad, I haven't been able to figure out precisely. I don't really like it. I prefer being able to choose where people sleep. And speaking of stuff like that, we should probably get a bit more light in here. Where the lights. You go right there. Put another one right there, and probably one like. Actually, I'll wait on the rest of them. Wait on the rest of them because we'll make like an outline of more stuff in the future. Speaking of which, we probably should start making our first prison cells, because hopefully before too long, random survivors will start crashing on this planet, or people will come and try to kill us. One of them is obviously more positive than the other, but you know. I don't know what the one thing that I'm also not too sure about is if prison cell size is of great importance or not. I just make them just about the same size as most other rooms. What is this about? You weren't able to completely roof in because it was large, had supports. Isn't it completely roofed in? Looks like it's roofed in to me. I don't know, that's weird. Honestly, this is like a really big prison cell, I think. It's, You have more living room than that dude, so they better be happy. I want to make the prisoners happy, though. Moon has... Okay, so we're dealing with an eclipse right now. Eclipses can be very frustrating, but hopefully they shouldn't be too bad for us because our battery supply is really good. Basically, is it raining too? Yeah, it's also raining. But the rain isn't much of a problem. Basically, whenever you get an eclipse, you can't get power for your solar panels, which means you're completely relying on the power of your batteries. Solar eclipse is anything but the worst thing that can happen, but it is very frustrating. Basically, it can lead to disaster if it's, like the start of a bad series of events. We gave Holloway the gun, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, what's this? We weren't able... What area isn't roofed in? I can't tell. It looks like it's all roofed in. I don't know. That's strange. Also strange now that I think about it that I'm more concerned with building a prisoner room than an actual room for my people to live in. That's kind of silly, but, you know. It's how the way things work sometimes. Let's mark this as a prisoner bed, so we could put a prisoner in there later on. And add 2 lights in there, so they'll be perfectly happy. I wish I got to show off some prisoner stuff. Oh man, someone has got to pick up all this stuff. That's why I, like, really want one more person before too long. Take all that off for now. So hopefully you'll get to hauling. Is it Fowler who needs to do that? I think it's Fowler. And actually, I think that one light will be perfectly fine for lighting this room. It's not yeah, that's a standing lamp, not a sun lamp. This area of the room is pretty dark right here, so let's put another light right there. I'd hate to live in a really dark space like this, so try to keep my people as happy as possible. Oh, nice! We're already to 222. That's awesome. Power's starting to run out. To prepare for the future, let's go ahead and build 2 more batteries and another solar panel. Really, the need for solar panels is immense in this game, and it only gets like more important as time goes on. I might want to consider also building up our line of defense with sandbags lining out this area, but I don't think we need to worry about that too much as of yet, because when you play on Cassandra Classic, let me see, this is Fowler's bed. Is Fowler a researcher? Yes, actually. That's awesome. Because I want him to do research stuff. I could, later on, I'll probably get... Actually, wait, no. Yeah, you should only be doing research work. But he's been, like, wandering around the place. That's interesting. These areas haven't been, made with the metal blue tiling because I put the research bench on top of that. That might become a nuisance to me in the future. Dude, prioritize research. It's a long-term task. Why can't I do that now? Interesting. Not entirely sure why I can't do that, because that's gonna make him idle. Yeah, he's just gonna run around all over the place with nothing to do. Because, really, he can't do anything but research, which is very irritating to some degree. Why can't you research? Do I have to, like, custom set you? Sit in your chair and do the research, my good man. Right. God damn it! Let's see. Oh, shoot! Okay, here we go. We have a new event. You have detected a cargo unit from the ship re-entering the atmosphere. Crashed nearby. You might find something useful in the wreckage. This is what I was talking about. Would have rather gotten, more metal, personally. Or I would have preferred to get more metal, but food's always good. Especially since our food supply isn't, incredible. And we are, it was nice that landed so close to our base. I wouldn't have expected that. You know what? Let's put in one more light in this room. I might be making the rooms a bit too bright, and I don't know if that affects people's happiness level or anything like that, but I like to have a lot of light in the rooms. As you can tell from this whole area over here, to say the least. Let's, you know, I want to make this a meeting room, so we're gonna put, like, a table and stuff right there. But first off, let's get some actual, ground set into our home. Put all that right there. And put some right here as well. This takes, like, 80 just for that. That makes sense, but it's also a little unfortunate. Let's see. Covering all that area will be fine with metal tiling. I really wish I could cover these, but maybe I'll just click to forget about those. How do I cancel a command? Cancel all those, yeah, that'll be fine. What happened here? Oh, god damn it. A local squirrel has gone mad! What squirrel went mad? We'll be able to tell because he'll come to our base eventually and start attacking us. Hopefully the solar eclipse will end soon as well. Has he gone mad? Oh no, it's that one. Luckily it's just a normal squirrel, so we shouldn't have to worry about him being too destructive. Let's see. Haul away! I need you to wake up, dude. Oh, great. Okay, see, this is the effect of us losing all our power. Obviously, since the power's gone out, all of our stuff isn't going to be built well. The worst part about this, from my experience, is obviously people's sanity meter and stuff like that will go down a bit because they'll be unhappy with the darkness. Oh, thank God, okay. But what's more important is that the food machine here won't work anymore. So let's... Oh, no! I need you to shoot the squirrel, my good sir. Wait, no. Shoot the squirrel. God damn it. People are gonna get damaged now! Get in there! Luckily, they're both fighting the squirrel, so... And squirrels are pretty easy enemies? Oh yeah, it's already dead. So, they're not really that scary at all. Let's mark this on the thing. I don't know if you could take squirrels for meat. That's something I haven't quite figured out yet. What? Is it nighttime? Why aren't we getting any power? It looks like it's turning to night, which sucks. Really would have preferred that, the eclipse to end during the daytime for obvious reasons, but you know. Can't always get what you want, I suppose. Oh, nice, they moved the dead body over there. You can make, graves? Oh, and they cost 0. You know, maybe we should make a couple of graves. I'll consider that in the future. We also should probably deal with this squirrel before too long, but he's one of the exploding ones. Oh no, he's a rat. He's a bomb rat, of course, not a squirrel. So I don't know. We'll figure out what we want to do with that. At least we got our supply of resources going on here. What I really want right now is to get an additional person going around, because Fowler has, like, nothing to do, partially because he won't do the frickin' research I want him to. Because it's a long-term task. What? Oh! I need to actually pick something. I'm so stupid. Let's see. Okay, this is a good one. But is that what I want? We'll go with this one. It makes the nutrient paste dispenser consume 10% less food per meal production, so that'll be good for us in the long run. Now, can you research? No, I can't. Oh, no, he's going to it. Okay, good work, my good sir. We're actually gonna start researching stuff now. That was my own fault. What? Oh, you're hungry. Okay, that makes sense. I was gonna be really frustrated at him for a second there. But, let me see. Where are you guys running off to? Oh, they're hungry as well, okay. Well, I think of it now, probably should, actually, first off, to make things look nice, let's put a mel plating right there, and a mel plating right... No, not there. Cancel! Oh god, what have I done? Why am I putting more? Select the cancel button. Thank you. There we go, okay. Sometimes this game can be a little tricky, but, you know, it's all fine. It's all fine and dandy. Boy, it's like a hard candy Christmas. Let's get rid of all that as well. Should probably build, we'll wait on the next prisoner cell and start building out rooms for our individual people. We'll make this the happy party room. So starting right here, people can have their own individual living spaces. Then once I dig into the mountain farther back, maybe I'll start making an indoor farm section. Or will I? Actually, I think once we work on our indoor farm, I'd like to put it right here. So it's not too far away from our supply of stuff. So let's work on our first room. Put that all right there. We could swap that to the door. And go on down. Yeah. Our people can have an equal amount of space as the prisoners, but they'll actually get nice beds. That'll be the trade-off. And one lamp should suffice for them. I think at least. Actually, you know what? Let's put it right there. That'll look better, keeping things no, cancel please. There we go. That'll make things look nicer all in all. And maybe we should even build one more solar panel. That's gonna take up all the room there. Actually, we could put a couple more. Yeah, we could put 2 more on this side. Then we'll either start going, building upwards a bit, or build inwards, build in the mountainside. I think I would prefer to build in the mountainside, so that's probably what we're going to do. And research is going along pretty well. Our garden's going pretty well as well. We just said as well like 20 times in that one sentence. What's this? What? What area isn't roofed in? I really cannot tell. Whatever. It's not like XCOM where I zoom out, it'll actually put the roof on. No, it's not like that at all. Which makes sense. I would rather prefer to see it, see the roofing the entire time. It's probably just like right around here where I can't fit it in, because there's definitely enough room over here, I think. It's just gotta be right there. Maybe I should put a pillar in the middle just to fix all that, because that should get rid of the whole roof thing. And then we'll oh, we gotta name our planet. Okay, this is a perfect way to actually end the episode. Let's name it how about how is it spelled in South Park? What am I doing? You know, we'll just name it what I was gonna call it originally. This will be Shitty Planet. Our home from now on. Shitty Planet. And what a home it will be. So, I think things are going pretty well for us right now. Like I said before, next time I'll try to make this like a living space, put in like a, put in some tables, maybe some nice plants. We need an equipment rack section. Might just make it over here instead of making a room specific to equipment. Or I could... I'd prefer not to wall off this section, but maybe we'll do that. Like, I could put that right there, wall it off along here, and it could be a small room just for equipment. And you know what, actually, let's go ahead and do that. I think that'll work out fine. 2 equipment racks there. I've never actually made those before, so I don't know if that's like, if you need more than just one. Actually, you know what? The more I think about this, I think I would rather wait until I figure out how the equipment racks actually work and stuff like that. So let's see. Things are going pretty well for us. We haven't encountered any other survivors, which is interesting enough at this point, but that'll come in the near future. We'll start building into this mountainside before too long, and just continue living out on this planet all in all in the near future. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like, a comment, and or subscribing to the channel if you have not. I am the EggScrambledGamer, and I will see you all next time.